in this video, we're going to be talking about Cerwin Vega. My last video, when I hooked up this sub, made a couple comments about Cerwin Vega, which I'll show you in the next clip. Cerwin Vega amp. It's the highest RMS amp that I've got currently. So it should do RMS about 2250. So we'll see how it turns out once I get it in. But I'm gonna go ahead and screw it down. All right, so got the high onc in here. End up having to switch back to the Autotech amp. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I've tried everything. I do not recommend Cerwin Vega amps. They're just not what they used to be. Had tremendous issues with it. It's a 3000 watt amp. I took it out of the wife's JK and used a high onc of 1500 watt, which blows the Cerwin Vega away. You know, I don't know what the issue is with them today, but it's just not pushing it. But anyway, all right, Cerwin Vega reached out after that, had me send the amp back in so they could check it. Was an internal issue. I don't know what it is, but assured me it was a one-off. So what they did was sent me a new amp. Told them what I was wanting to do. They graciously gave me the CVPro5K. So this is a 5000 watt amp, which should be more than enough for what I need. Stable at 1 ohm. So we're going to get this put together, get this installed, and I'm pretty sure Cerwin Vega is going to make me eat crow, because if this does everything they say it's going to do, it's going to be phenomenal. But let's get it unboxed and take a look. All right, a couple things first. Main thing I like about Cerwin Vega, this is a positive, and I've had it with every one of theirs. When you get their amp, they give you both size Allen wrenches that you need for the remote wire, speaker wire, and for the power and ground. They all seem to be a little different, and I spend time trying to figure out which Allen wrench it is. Just like the CVPro3, this comes with the bass boost remote that you can run up front to control your bass, if you want a bass boost or turn it up and down from in the front. So we'll definitely set this up because I will actually use that. Onto the amp. Beefy amp, not that much bigger than 3K. I would say it's probably a third bigger. A couple things on this thing. I'm like, the thing, this is brand new. 0 gauge ground and power. You can run up to 12 on remote. One thing about these is they are recessed in there pretty good, so you got to make sure you get your cables in pretty far to make good connection. Then, since this is a mono channel amp, it only comes with one input. I just usually run those down with the Y splitter so I can run both inputs into one. And then it does have output, so if you want to run this in series with other amps, again, there's your mono channel speaker terminals. Again, 1 ohm stable. Then of course it's got your high and low crossover, your gain, your bass boost, your frequency, all that good stuff. This is where your remote wire plugs in, which I'm sure you know, with the power clip and indicator lights. So one thing I will tell you about this is, prior to putting it into the Jeep, a buddy of mine works at a auto sound place that didn't want to be mentioned or recorded, but they have the machine that tests the wattage and amperage that is going to this and out of this. I was actually blown away by what the results were. I will post that at the end of the video so you can check it out. But based off of what those readings were, you know, I shouldn't have any issues here unless I'm doing something wrong. right, based on the way I've already got my wires run, I think I'm going to have to mount the amp this way, which shouldn't be an issue, but that's what I'm getting ready to start putting together. I'm gonna have to go ahead and hook up the ground, power, and remote prior to doing that, since it'll be on the bottom side. It'd be easier to do at this angle. All right, now that I got that mounted, I'm doing it this way for a couple different reasons. One, for space, and two, I want to have access to my controls once it's in place. So it'll be on top, it'll be tucked over to the side, so there won't be any issues. My connections will be down so that I don't really have anything interfering with them. So I'm going to finish hooking this up. I've got to, with it being a mono channel with one input, I'm going to put a Y splitter on here that takes it back down to 1. So I'll show you that in a second. And then hook up my speaker wires. And then I should just have my remote wire. And we can turn this on at that point. Alright, so here's the splitter that I'll use. Just connects into here. And then we'll go up into the input channel on the amp. And we'll just connect them in here. And again, they provide the Allen wrench for your speakers and remote wire, as well as for your power and ground, so you don't have to search through and find out, you know, what size Allen wrench you need, because that's a pain in the butt after a while. Alright, so as long as all is well now, got my fuse back in, should be able to turn it on. Once the radio comes on, my power light should illuminate. Alright, you can see the power light is on, so it should be good to go. Let's put on a song and see what happens. Alright, got it back in place where I want to put it. Once I test it, get it adjusted and all that, I'll reorganize all these wires, re-hide them, put zip ties back on, and then I'm going to have to rerun the base remote wire, which I'll run it up front, but for temporary purposes, I can just plug it in here for now and make sure it works just like it should. Alright, so as you saw, that was a Denim Jones song, Feeling Good. But anyways, it's definitely doing its part. Still got quite a bit of gain left. I'm going to finish tuning it to my playlist. To do that, I'm going to have the vehicle running for an extended period of time so I don't drain my battery. Got to clean up all this mess and get it rewired as far as for the remote base control. I'm going to run it up to the front, but for now I'll put it here. I'll get all this stowed away. This one will come out because this is the Auto Tech, and I'll re-square that stuff away. But so far, man, super impressed. Sounds amazing. Can't wait to get this all together, buttoned up to where we're good to go. But man, Hionka impressed me, as well as this Cerwin Vega. this amp is pretty phenomenal. So as far as the reviews, I told you that I would post. At 14.8 amps, it was at 5,700 watts RMS. So, you know, that's more than what it calls for. It's rated at 5,000 watts, and we were 57 on 1 ohm. So I'm running this at 2, which should be about 3,300. I have zero doubt that that's what it's getting. So yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, that's Cerwin Vega CVPro5K, one channel. But man, it's giving this all at once, and I've got some other subs that I'm going to play around with and just see if I can blow 1 or 2 of the old ones just to see how that works. But definitely check them out. Again, thanks to Cerwin Vega. Shout out to you guys for standing behind your products, and hopefully this gets me back in your good graces. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe.